You sketch the dream bathroom on a piece of paper and it feels so simple. Slide the toilet over a few feet. Open the shower. Center the vanity where it actually makes sense. In your head, it is a layout problem, not a construction problem. Then the plumbing quote lands, and suddenly the part that looked like a small design tweak is priced like a structural event. You are not paying for a fixture to move across the room. You are paying to reroute the hidden system under, behind, and sometimes through the house so the new layout works the way the old one did, without creating a bigger problem somewhere else. The sticker shock usually comes from a bad assumption. Homeowners picture surfaces. Plumbers price the infrastructure those surfaces are attached to. $3,000 to $5,000, sometimes more, just to move a toilet. Pause there for a second, because the number sounds absurd until you see what has to move with it. A toilet is the least forgiving fixture in the room because it is tied to the largest drain, the strictest slope requirements, and a venting system that has to keep the whole thing working properly. So when you move it, a plumber may be opening the floor, recutting, or extending the waistline, preserving enough fall for gravity to do its job, reconnecting or adjusting the vent path, and repairing whatever finished materials were disturbed to get there. That is why moving a toilet 3 feet is not priced like moving a chair 3 feet. The labor is not in the fixture. The labor is in everything the fixture depends on. This is where fixtures stop being equal. Toilets sit on the hard side of the equation because they rely on a large drain line with very little room for improvisation. Sinks and showers usually give you more options. Supply lines are smaller and shower drains can sometimes be reworked with less drama than a toilet flange relocation. But more flexible does not mean free. Every foot you move a sink or shower still has consequences in drain routing, venting, framing access, waterproofing, and finish repair. The difference is that toilets punish layout creativity first, and usually with the fastest jump in cost. The same layout idea can be mildly annoying in one house and brutally expensive in another. The variable that changes everything is what your bathroom sits on. If the bathroom sits on a slab, relocation can mean cutting concrete, trenching for new runs, then patching the slab before the room is rebuilt. Which is why slab jobs escalate so fast. In a crawl space, pipes are usually more accessible from below, often making changes less invasive and easier to price. In a basement, you may have decent access in some cases, but the path of existing lines, ceiling height, and where stacks already run can still create real constraints. When a contractor says foundation type changes the cost, that is not a sales line. It is the map of how hard it is to physically reach the plumbing and rebuild around it. Not every layout improvement requires a plumbing overhaul. Keeping the toilet where it is and redesigning around that location usually protects the budget better than almost any other single decision. A larger vanity in the same zone, a better shower enclosure, new storage, improved lighting, cleaner sightlines, even swapping fixture styles without relocating rough-ins. Those can meaningfully change how the room feels without turning the project into underground surgery. The most affordable layouts are usually the ones that respect the fixed points and get creative everywhere else. Here is the real decision. Keep the existing plumbing when the current layout is functional, the budget is already tight, or the move solves a cosmetic annoyance more than a daily problem. Pay to relocate when the existing plan actively fails, when accessibility or code issues need a better arrangement, or when the redesign changes how the room works every single day, and you plan to live with it long enough to feel that benefit. Do not move plumbing just because a drawing looks cleaner. Move it when the improvement is substantial enough to justify opening the system. The smartest bathroom layouts are not always the freest ones. They are the ones that understand which parts of the room are cheap to reinvent and which parts are quietly connected to drains, vents, concrete, framing, and labor. Once you see that, the plumber's quote stops feeling random. It becomes a design signal. Work with the plumbing when the gain is small. Move it when the payoff is real. Bathrooms are governed by hidden geometry. Respect that geometry early, and you make better design choices before the expensive surprises show up.